out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle?
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any weight.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Bravo. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
53's Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now on second and 13, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. 6-0 our score after 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. And how about this decision? Tie game, 1st half. But here's an onside kick. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down.
Yellow, yellow. I got Lil Wayne.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. After the interception, here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's going to rifle, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd down and 10. Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill. Right there.
Hey, box drop.
Before Mike.
Throwing again is Darnold. Caught here by Bell.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Delta. 53's the mic. 53. Check. Check.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll roll him out right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Williams, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
53 is the mark. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
23 yards the pickup there. A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
53, check 53. Here we go. Safe. Lady, check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. I want that.
On first down, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That one good for 24 yards.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On first down, it's Bell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for him. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible.
I got you.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 26 yards. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Mike 5-4. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike's 54.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Herndon's got it complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.